it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Come on, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Go. Take 4. Shoot.
Now they'll run on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's
3rd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Now. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Going to give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Let's go. 70, Indians.
Here we go.
First and 10.
A first down carry for Smith. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check 26. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 5.
2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Rodgers brings it in. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, lady.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Here we go, son. 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check, 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 check.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He's looking deep for Bell. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Mike's by 4. Cut, cut, cut. Kill, kill, kill.
Rock it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll look to throw here. Try to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jets.
Here we go, son. Shoot. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check safety. I'm waiting. Check 43. Man, 80. Check 6 guys.
play fake, and it's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Taken in at the 11. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, high 7. Check, Mike. Get it.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I was starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Sam Martin now. as he's on to punt for New York. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 57.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Hey, rock it now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got
through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
After the penalty, it's Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Darnold going for the deep ball. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
No.
after the interception. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week.
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 9. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Vincent Smith, 68 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Smith. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Isaiah Wynn with a penalty. The former first-round pick back in 2018. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Pick me up. Here we go. Smooth.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Check Mike 54. Go.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Bell. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll go again with Bell. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got wide. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You get what I mean? You get what
On 1st down, it's Darnold. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. This is Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's checking. Crash.
On third down, here's Bell. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 32.
Take your game.
Check, right 54. Right 54. Check, check, check.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Come on, set. 60 or. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, here we go. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the set. Hey, dude.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Extra point attempt to come here. And they have got the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another.
Darnold, he lost the football. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week